Uh-oh. Um, I think it went back out. I'm not quite sure. Hold on. Uh, Pain in the ass. All right. Are you all still with me? All right. Are y'all still with me? Can you let me know if you're still with me or not? Or did I start over? I guess nobody wants to answer me. Okay. Da, 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 da. Hold on, folks. Why is this not going? Okay, so y'all are still on. Okay. All right. Thank you. If somebody answers me, then I wouldn't be going through that. I was getting ready to start all over. But okay. So, I just can't see what's going on. But everybody else, please share the button. Hit the share button. Share because this is juicy. So, okay. So as we were at, we'll just go like this. So, Officer Colombo, Dominic Colombo, New Year's Eve, 17 going into 18. He hit Jose Texera, and the other guy, I don't even need to talk about him because they just don't matter. He's all set. He didn't follow the rules and the instructions, and this family tried to embarrass me, so I'm all set. You know where they can go. So what happened with this case is Officer Colombo hit this young man. They try to hide it. If you see the date, May 18th, 2018 is when the story aired. Because that's after I was like, wait a second. When I put it all together and found out what had happened with the car, because mind you, on my old Facebook page, I had a video and I had pictures of the accident, the actual accident scene. And come to find out, Officer Colombo was drinking on the job along with all the other officers. And Gerard Bailey, which was the captain of the gang unit, who's the white gentleman right next to Manny Canuto, who's soon to probably be indicted. At that time he was deputy superintendent of the gang unit. He allowed the men, and he was there, and they brought liquor into on the job while they were on duty. They claimed that they were off duty. They were trying to hide overtime slips. They were trying to do all kind of stuff, and I exposed all of it. All of a sudden, they started scrambling, hiding. Marty gets in. They all hide shit, right? And then soon later, you see, there's an investigation at the DA's office. The grand jury did an investigation. They ended up giving some of the people 3-day suspension. Other people got promoted to high positions or comfortable positions. Gerard Bailey is now the superintendent. Okay, so he got even a better position. And Manny Canuto is now a detective. But I don't believe Manny was not there that night. He was not working that night. I don't know where he was, but he wasn't there that night. But he sure is involved in some scandal that's going on in City Hall now with bribery and ISD. That I know. Then you have Captain Colony, who beat his Asian wife, and he's not on administrative leave. He went to desk duty. He's still making his nice salary of like $300K or something close to that to sit on a desk after he beat his wife. So that shows you how much respect that the Boston police have for around domestic violence. And not only that, people, I recently found out that his case was his files were all sealed, so nobody has access to them, which obviously means there's more to the file on Captain Colony. So the DA sealed his file. Nobody has access to his file, but I know he goes back to court in October. He's back in court in October. I'm going to go find out the date that he goes to court. And perhaps I'll pop up like I did when he got arraigned right here in this picture. That's me behind him with the gray coat stuck next to the pale woman in the back. Okay? So my question is, and I'm bringing all these cases up. How about the other officer, Officer Jackass, the one that after went after Keith Antonio with his disrespectful ass and his unbecoming of a police officer, and all these cases that just go hush hush and they wipe it away, which are far more serious than this case, which we're not diluting this case at all, but it's just like, what's going on with these other cases? Okay, why aren't these other cases indicted? Why aren't these other cases being pushed along? Why are these people still working? Why is Captain Colony still working for the Boston police after beating his Asian wife in Milton and being chased by the Milton police officers and had to be blocked in and pulled out of his goddamn car? On our time. He was still working because it was 2:30 p.m. and he was still on the clock. You know, so, which brings me to, now, back to Joseph Lynch. Rachel Rollins is allegedly, well, I guess she made an announcement that she's going to look into possibly charging him with civil rights violations. Rightfully so. And Rachel, you should charge a lot of people in the police department right now. They all need to be charged and made examples of, like they did with us. They would make example of us, okay? they make examples of us. So it's time that you make examples of them. Hold them accountable, all of them. Open that grand jury for the drunken and driving and all the drinking on the job, and charge all of them. All of them. I don't care if they're my friends or not. All of them. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Accountability is accountability, friend or not. Sorry, you did wrong. I can't help it. I can't help you. I can send you some bail money, or I can send you some canteen money. I can write you a letter. Maybe I'll strip once a year and go visit you, because that's how it feels when you go visit someone in jail, right? So, now, like I said to you all, the main reason of this live is to let you know who Joseph Lynch is. He's open your mouth, insert foot type of motherfucker. Yeah, just like that. He's a discriminatory motherfucker, racist, and amongst other things. Alright? Let me tell you all something about him. Do you all know that a lot of our tax dollars were paid out to a gentleman, to a man who he was discriminatory towards? He discriminated up to him by calling him a midget. He said, "What, you midget or something?" And the man was actually a midget. He was suspended for several months, for a long time. He was suspended. And then the city paid out the man for damages. So this is not his first go around with his discriminatory ass, with his racist comments. Yeah, this is not his first go around, people. And nobody was going to tell you that, because nobody is not hitting the news. They're not trying to tell you all that. But I'm telling you what he's done. Yes, Rachel's office, if they haven't told you, sweetie, you need to go digging into that file, because this is not Joseph's first offense. And I think that's more reason why Rachel is going after charging him with civil rights violation because this is not his first offense. The other time he got away with it, and it cost us money. Us, the taxpayers, money. We're the ones that had to pay for him calling that man a midget. And that man did the right thing, sued the city. Filed a complaint. And I'm telling y'all should file complaints. Don't be scared to file complaints against the police. It doesn't take that much time. So, that's that. And like I'm telling you all, you all just keep watching out because there's a lot more stuff coming from the city that's going to blow your mind. The bribery that's been going on in the city is going to blow your mind. You know, I only threw two people under the bus. And because rightfully so, they threw me under the bus and they thought they was going to F me over with no condom. And so we're not friends and we don't have respect for each other. So therefore, yeah, you get thrown under the bus because you're wrong. You're trying to screw our city over for $1 million that John Barrows gave over to Cambridge. And then I heard allegedly there's $500,000 that was cash that was distributed against people in the deal. Amongst people within the deal. Allegedly. But we do know that the $1 million is a fact that went over to Cambridge. And we do know that not Medicare, oh God. MedMen Inc. Will be getting their license to open up their multi-million-dollar shop in Kenmore Square. Because of John. And City of Boston is getting zero benefits. Oh, by the way, people, what happened to GE? Whatever happened to GE? And what happened to Amazon? I mean, just what happened? I mean, Marty, it's time. It's time for you to make wise decisions. Because the feds are coming. The feds are coming. And I'm going to be the cheerleader. You're going to know how it feels to be in jail because you tried to do that to me twice. Put me in jail. Yeah, you helped China Tyler try to lock me up. And then you're the one that pushed Father Conway and them to go do that. So don't think I don't know. So when the feds come, y'all just be ready for Michelle Wu to be our next man. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. That's all I'm going to say. But in the meantime, I think I should separate that conversation because I think that's two different conversations. And I don't want to get them mixed up in this, you know. But anyways, yeah. The scandals are on. I made a whole live about the whole thing with John. If y'all are interested, it's running on my page. I gave all the details of what I know, what I was informed of, the allegations that I got. Like I said, they're allegations. We want to make sure that we be legal here, and that's it. And other than that, it's Friday night. Y'all enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday. To talk about elections on Tuesday. I'm telling you all now what I'm doing is I'm a big supporter of Domingos de Rosa, and the only way I believe that we can really push him in there is by bullet voting. Bullet voting means you just vote for Domingos and nobody else in the primary. Then I'll tell you what we're gonna do in the January. I mean in the general. And the general, believe me, people. So I do campaign stuff all the time. This is what I do. Field director. strategy stuff. I understand how this works. And the only way that the easiest way for us to help Domingos get in is to bullet vote. If you're a true Domingos supporter, just means you just vote for Domingos and nobody else in the primary, just to get him through. Um, I mean, me myself, that's what I'm going to do. There's a lot of people on that list that I like a lot, but not more than I like my candidate, Domingos De Rosa. Not more than I want somebody that's going to fight, that's going to hold people accountable, that's not going to be afraid to open their mouth and say, look, this is wrong. You can't do that. Um, and somebody that's not going to take bribes, because he doesn't take bribes now. He won't take nothing. That's why his campaign doesn't have a lot of money and stuff, because he's not willing to shut up and take a bribe from them and tell them, here's the money, shut up, it will help you if you shut up. He's not willing to do that. He's not willing to push a friend like me aside that they feel like, oh my God, you're around him. He's not willing to push his friend, longtime friend, aside for them. He's not willing to do that kind of stuff. Other people get in office and they change their attitude. I've helped a lot of people get in office. Now they act like I'm secondary or third, or maybe the ship that they walk on. But it is what it is. But I know that I can believe in Domingos. So that's why on Tuesday I'm asking you humbly, if you don't vote, if you naturally don't vote all the time, just go out and do me a favor and just bullet vote for Domingos and walk out of that poll. It'll take you no longer than 5-10 minutes. Primaries, the polling location is not packed. It's just city council. It'll take literally 5 minutes from the time you park to vote and get back outside. And if you do that, we can get Domingos to the primary, and then we can show the city that we have a viable Cape Verdean candidate, a viable black male. He is black. He's Cape Verdean American, but he's black at the end of the day. And there's a lot of separation amongst that, and I think that's horrible. What the Globe has done is they've given the endorsement to, the black-white male. I call it black-white male means because he's going to be very whitewashed. And I'm going to say this just like this, and I know some people are going to get offended, and I really don't give a shit. But I truly don't feel that one can truly fight for all black issues when you're intertwined with another race. That makes it hard for you to say there really is a problem of racism. And I'm going to say it like that. And I don't personally feel like there's a problem with anybody there's no problem with who you love and who you marry and who you are with. But I still feel that it hinders one to wholeheartedly speak about black and brown issues without having a guard up, because they're getting money from that other end and they're getting all this other stuff. Kim Janey, who I wholeheartedly am supporting, is one of those people that get on that council and say, look, there's problems in my black community, there's problems with black and brown boys, there's there's the disparities in our community, and this is what we need to do. And I don't get that from Andrea Campbell. And I have no problems with Andrea. I happens to, like her now. Like, we grew on each other a little bit, But like I said, it's kind of hard for them, puts them in a position like, well, I love somebody and I'm married to somebody from the other side. It's hard for me to really kind of say that, because I can't say that because I'm married to one and I don't feel that. So I don't know, and I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be offensive. But I feel like if the Boston Globe gave you the endorsement, that means that they felt like you're very whitewashed and they can get what they want from you. And obviously you've spoken to them in a manner where they feel that they can get what they want from this black man, and it'll look great for them to support a black man. And wow, this is going to work out great for both of us, business-wise. And you get votes, you get in, you help us push whatever we need to push in our agenda at the Globe, and we're good. And then they chose the other woman, because the Globe has true Republicans in there. They chose the other woman and gave that woman an endorsement, and knowing that that woman allowed somebody to get deported. So, yeah. But everybody's pushing for that woman. And I'll tell you one thing. Anybody that Marty endorses, I don't think you all should really be careful about making that decision. Because it's messy. Do you want more of that regime in office? Do you want more Marty regime in city council? Hell no. No, just think about it. So, look, we're gonna have a deeper conversation on Monday. I'm gonna see if Domingos is available to come so we can talk about issues and solely issues. We don't got. It's not no bashment session. It's no. If me and Domingos are gonna get together on Monday for me to have a conversation, it's going to be very. Let's talk about issues. Let's talk about what you want to do, what your plans are. Because that's what the people will need to hear, what your plans are. We people don't want to hear yin yang 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 yang. And we get that from all of our politicians. Yin yang 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 yang. Yang 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 yang. Here's my card, call me. Here's my card, call me. Oh, my assistant, can you give him your card? Listen, he's gonna call you and hello? Hi. May I speak to Representative Jackass today? Oh, they're not in the office. Oh, what time do you expect them? Well, we're not quite sure. They're meeting, they're here, they're here, they're there. Okay, fine. Can you leave them a message? Okay, fine. Okay. Can you have them call me soon? Okay. Day goes by. 2 days go by. Hello. Hi, I'm looking for Representative Jackass. Oh, they're not in the office again? Well, you told me to call today and that they'll be in between 9 and 11. Okay. Month goes by. Hi, I'm still waiting for that call. Oh my God, we're so sorry. There's so many people calling. And, oh my God, she's so busy. Oh, yeah, she's so busy because she's in everybody's business but ours. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, she's in D.C.? Oh, what is she doing in D.C.? Oh, I didn't know that D.C. had anything to do with city politics. I thought, that's state in government, federal. Okay. Another month, 2 months go by. Hi, this is Joe. Can I speak to Jackass? I've been waiting for 3 months. Oh my God. Let me see if we can get you on the schedule. Okay, well, there's an opening on the 24th. Can you come in at 9? But listen, just in case, just be advised that something might pop up and that schedule might not work, okay? I'm tired of that. The only person that I can call in the city right now, there's 2 people I could call, and one of them really messed up, so I can't support her, so we're not going to say her name anymore. But the only person that I can call is Michelle Wu. I get a response from Michelle Wu in a heartbeat. If I don't get a response right away, I'll get a text telling me I will call you after this time. If I don't get a text, I get a call back within 24 hours. That's my city councilor. And I know that's what Domingos is going to offer us. Okay? And a lot of people are saying, oh, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it if you don't vote for him. But if you know deep in your heart that we need an activist as someone and someone to represent us, we need a true representative. I'm tired of these people that come in and have something to cover up a degree, a law degree, their name, the ego, or they're trying to run for high office. So they give you that whole ha ho ho ho. I'm tired of that. Come on, people. The establishment is only going to push who they want to. Look at JP Progressives. I'm disgusted with them. And I like some people from JP Progressives. But I'm disgusted with them for what they did. Because if you're progressive, why are you still pushing on this systematic, broken system agenda? Why are you still with this, with the oppressors? If you're so progressive, you would look for the candidates that have less money. But no, they didn't allow candidates to get in the race into a forum if they didn't have $10,000 or more. They allowed Domingos in because he had to go to a qualifying round for the people that made $10,000 or less to take one of the spots to be in there. And they put him, William King, and Jeff Ross there. And the reason they put Jeff Ross was because Jeff Ross didn't get no money from the community. He put $70-something thousand of his own money into the campaign. So they felt like that wasn't community money, so he doesn't count. They put the woman that Marty supported on the pedestal, okay? But they want progression. You want progression with somebody that allows somebody to get deported and stay quiet. That's not progression, sweetie. At all. That's suppression. Okay? Then you don't allow people to come in that make $10,000, that hasn't raised $10,000 or more. That's suppression. I mean, these are all facts. I'm not talking out my butt. I'm telling you the truth. The stuff that you all know, general public don't have the time to go to these things or to, but I'm sure a lot of you all appreciate the fact that I can come back and break these things down to you. Just like a lot of people don't know what actual city council's job is. The city council job is, they're not legislators. They make city ordinances and they vote on budget and money and appropriate funds to different places. And that's why our community stays broke and poor, because we never get people that actually fight for us. They go and join the establishment, and the establishment tells them that we need this money over here, and you shut up if you want to stay in this position, if you want us to treat you good. Or if you want to, it's just like the State House. You know, they didn't like the Speaker of the House, Dilio, didn't like Russell Holmes because Russell Holmes didn't agree on something. He pulled him from his chairmanship. He'll give him crappy little chairmanship and won't give him nothing that's going to give him any more money or anything. You know? But I respect that Russell Holmes stands up and fights for what he believes. But that's the type of sucker shit that they do. All I want to say is I don't want to make the show really long. I had no intentions on. I just really wanted to tell you all about how the Boston police pick and choose who they want to hold accountable, who they want to press charges on, and who they don't like. Like Captain Hussein. You all know that Willie Gross, he hates Captain Hussein. So now Captain Hussein is out of work. And guess what? He's not on a paid, he's not just on a desk duty. He's at home. But you could beat your wife and still go to work and make your overtime and everything else. So I don't get it. I truly don't understand why we pick and choose which case is more important. Now, I'm fine with the fact that they're taking action on this, but how about all these other things and all these other officers? That's what I have a problem with. Accountability should look the same across the board, not cherry picking. Okay, that cherry is darker than the other cherry. Knock that dark one down and put him in jail. Eat that one up. Give that one to the birds and let them eat it until they get to the seeds, and then the squirrel will come and get the seed. Okay? Because that's how they treat our black and brown people in the department. Okay? They treat the black and brown men and women, they just get treated like shit in the Boston Police Department. And you have somebody like Mila, okay? Mila DePina is out because they said that some bullshit about a card at Home Depot, some whatever scam, but she's out without pay. So let me get this right. You're accused of allegedly using a gift card that was supposedly stolen, How do you know? How did she know it was stolen? Whatever. Um, you're accused of that, and you're put off the job with no pay. But this man can beat his wife and still stay on the job, and all these other people just get suspended with pay. And this man is going to get. He's getting suspended with pay. That's sexism, discrimination, cherry picking, and whatever else you want to call it. I really need people to stand up behind Mila and get her back into her job, because this is some bullshit. How can or at least get her retro pay for all the time that they've had her out while they investigate, when they take their fucking sweet time to investigate with them. Have you all heard about Colombo? No. Connolly? No. What's the other jackass? The other one. Kevin? Yeah, I got you, Kevin. But anyways, y'all look out. Listen, don't give no $5,000, $10,000 to ISD to get some shit done in your house, okay? Because people like Manny they're coming. They're coming. Just be careful, people. Go do your work straight up. Don't do nothing that's gonna get you in trouble, especially with the federal government. You don't want no Fed charges, okay? You don't want them. Avoid them at all costs, because the lynchers. You see, one lynch already pled guilty for bribery, and has Jose Barros and John Barros all up in that mix. I'm just telling y'all, this city's going down, 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 down. But anyways, y'all have a good night. It's Saturday night. I'm going to have cocktails and enjoy my rest of my night. See you on Monday.